All right, good morning. So today is not a regular shopping day in the sense that this is our very first Shipt order that I accepted. It's one customer, 11 items. It's about 4 miles, just over $15, so it's not too bad. So let's get in there and get to shopping. It was amazing. Okay, I picked up this order at a barbecue place here at HEB, and yeah, it's like a madhouse that I had to get out, and my husband is still parked. My husband is still down that road. He's like that third car out that way, and with the way things were moving, it would have been faster for me to get out and walk up here. But we got this order, and as I was walking up this way, I got an add-on. So let's see if this barbecue is ready. Oh boy, that took a while to get out of that, and we're just like not even a mile from the store to this to the restaurant, but because it's so busy out there today, it almost feels like a holiday. Hi, I got a Uber Eats for Louie. Hello everyone, Hafa Adai. Okay, so it is a Sunday afternoon. We started about an hour and a half or so ago, and I tell you, it's Super Bowl weekend, but it feels like it's some type of big holiday weekend because the grocery store, which we are behind right now, has been packed. It was packed all day yesterday. It was packed all day today, to where the entire parking lot is full, and you're having to drive up and down the aisles, just to try and find a decent parking spot. But I have all the apps on, so let's get out there, make this money. Wish us luck. Okay, so I just accepted this stacked offer on DoorDash for 2 different restaurants. The thing is that right before I accepted this one of those orders came through previously that I declined. That was a single order, and now I see it stacked with another restaurant.
Take the next right onto South IH-35 Service Road South, then use the left lane to take the ramp to I-35 North.
And I declined it. It was from Sonic, and I declined it because it was low. And now I see that it's stacked, and the fare is pretty decent with 4.9 miles for $11. I mean, it's 2 pickups, Sonic and Chipotle, and 2 drop-offs as well. So the question is, well, not the question really. It's just the observation on how, not just DoorDash. I've seen Uber Eats do it. I guess Spark does it as well, but and Instacart, all the apps do, to where they kind of dirty stack, where we get a low, as I was saying, they try to be so slick, and that's their way of all these apps doing it, of dirty stacking offers, where they either put a really good order paired with a low order or a no tipper. So it's left on that one customer to carry the weight of enticing the driver to accept the offer in the first place. Perfect example, last night we were doing an Instacart, and it was almost $30 or just over $30, I believe it was. And come to find out at the end, after we did the drop-offs, it showed that one customer tipped $29 while the other one tipped only $2. So I guess it was just over 30. I think it was like 34 or something like that. I can't remember. All I know is that the tip stood out. And the one who tipped the most, 24 or 29, something like that, was closer to the store that we did the shopping at. The one who tipped the $2, yes, they had a smaller order, but they were further away. And again, with the order that we're on right now for DoorDash, same thing. It's left on that customer who is tipping the most to carry the weight of the offer. So
take the next left onto I-35 Frontage Road North.
I don't know how they think that is fair. It's especially when a lot of drivers out there, we are upset already whenever we get these backward offers, getting high miles for ridiculous pay. And I don't think it should be left on the customer like that. So these companies really need to do something about that and quit dirty stacking these offers. Alrighty, we got a shop and deliver here with Aldi, 9 items. Are you returning a card?
Yeah.
I can trade you.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's get in there and see how quickly we can get a 9-item shopping done. Alrighty, we are here at good old Target. It's a 2-customer shopping order for 10 items on DoorDash. So hopefully no issues with this one, and we get this done pretty quickly. But until then, let's get in there and get to shopping. Hi, I've got a delivery.
Okay.
Here's that. Oops, sorry. Okay, so we just did a, not too long ago, really, a 2-customer shopping order at Target for DoorDash. And it was one of those stacked offers where one person tipped and the other one didn't. So it's like I already said early in the video about, them stacking offers, and them meaning all the apps, to where one person tips, whether it's a high tipper or just an okay tipper, with a low or no tipper. I mean, that's, especially when you first look at it, low miles, pretty decent in reference to the fare, and then when you're all said and done, and then you look at the breakup, we're like, what? That person didn't even tip. One person didn't even tip. Type situation. And so I'm just here, still declining a lot of offers that come through. And this one isn't too bad. 4.3 miles for $9.
Coffee's more important.
So it's just right here at Fortune Garden. Yeah, so yes or no?
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. My name's Beth. We're going to get started recording today.
Getting
Can I
some
get
coffee.
a...
Yep, we're on a GrubHub run. This order came in. But this is one of those restaurants that's notorious for the excessive wait time, and with it being Super Bowl Sunday, let's see, I see all these people waiting. Sorry. I guess they took it away.
Right now, our wait's about 2 hours.
So wasn't that lucky? The only way I figured that order was ready at Buffalo Wild Wings, which in that previous clip, when I was walking into the restaurant, is notorious for, excessive wait times. And on an extremely busy day, when I walked in, there was at least 8 different people waiting, whether it was orders that they had just placed, for walk-ins or other drivers. But anyways, I walk in, I asked the woman at the desk. She goes to check on it. A couple of minutes later, she comes back, and I watched what she did.
In 400 feet, turn left at I-35 frontage road north.
Which she looked like she was looking for the order. She comes back, and then so I get her attention real quick because she didn't look like she was looking for me.
Take the next left.
And so I grabbed her attention, and I asked, so were you able to find the status of my order? And she's like, what was the name again? Haley? And then she's like, oh, they're still working on it. But there was another associate that had just walked by and overheard the name. And she's like, oh, Haley? And she goes to the back and she grabs the order and brings it out. So goes to show that sometimes when you walk in, especially for this location, and when it's that busy, they make it seem like they're looking for the order, but anyways, as I just said, the only way that order was ready, and I've been usually on the other end of that, where I walk in after everybody's been standing there waiting, and you can tell they're a little frustrated, and I walk in, and just a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes of waiting, I have my order. Was that the previous person had to have dropped this. I mean, especially for a GrubHub, less than 4 miles, and it was $11. So they might have upped it a little bit because, it was a dropped order. I don't know. But we are on our way to drop this off. We're just a couple of minutes away. And then we've already got another order waiting for Tractor Supply and heading back to Buffalo Wild Wings. So I'm hoping, really hoping, we'll get lucky again, that I won't have to wait too long for my next order. Stop number 1 of 2. We only got to get 3 items here, and then we move on to Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's see what we're shopping for. So I'm back here at Buffalo Wild Wings, and yeah, there's a line. So I don't know if it's to order or what, so let's go find out. Okay, time for a little rant here. What is the longest you waited for a food order? This was actually a stacked offer on DoorDash. The first one was to do a shopping, while the second one was the pickup at Buffalo Wild Wings. This restaurant is notorious for their excessive wait times, but today, oh my gosh, absolutely the worst. It's going to be a while. The pay has to be extremely high for me to accept the next one. It's Super Bowl Sunday. There was a line out the door, and majority of the people that were waiting were there for online orders and pickups. So, I mean, it's one thing that I had to wait for almost an hour for this order, which I was also in contact with the customer, but the customer themselves had to wait more than an hour for their food. It's ridiculous how the restaurant was not prepared for Super Bowl Sunday and there are wings, knowing it's a popular item. So what's the longest you've waited for food? Currently dashing Jersey Mike's here to get James his food.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi,
What are you here for?
James, DoorDash?
Yeah, we got a couple meetings on. So, James?
Yes. All right.
ma'am.
Thank
You're
you. Well, we've come to the end of our shift. Another long day on this Super Bowl Sunday. And I'm sure I'll pop up how we did, which unfortunately with that whole issue with that stacked offer on DoorDash that we had today, just really messed with our hourly rate. I did my math right. I said it was just over $17 an hour. And that's probably been our lowest, especially for a Sunday, in quite a while. Despite orders coming in, you know, a lot, especially the shopping orders on Instacart, a lot of them were just high items, you know, long miles, and of course the pay wasn't great. Today I did my very first Shipt order, so that one wasn't too bad. Most of those are usually same issue with a lot of items, you know, and the miles probably almost match that, and very low pay. My only takeaway or feedback from today's experience, you know, is, you know, you're taking a chance when, a big chance, when you know of a place, you know, a restaurant specifically, that has excessive wait time. And, you know, it's a roll of the dice on whether they're going to have it ready, or you're going to be waiting anywhere from 15, 30, 45, or close to an hour for a customer's order. And today I actually went to that restaurant twice. The first time I was in and out within 5 minutes. And then when I went back for another order, yeah. And the other crazy thing about that experience was, normally when you're dashing and you're there for about 15 minutes or so, you get the little notification saying looks like you've been waiting a while, and it gives you the option to drop it or continue with the delivery. That never came up. And I found that to be very strange because, like I said, I was there for almost an hour, and I was expecting, you know, after 20 minutes that I would have gotten that option to drop it. And then I kept, you know, thinking back and forth. I was like, should I drop it, or, you know, just continue with the order, because I know it's gonna cut, you know, once you hit that 20-minute mark, you know, it's like, you know, it's gonna cut into what you would have made from that order. And it's almost like when you're playing poker and you put so much money into the pot, you're pot committed. And once I pass 20 minutes, I feel like I'm already time committed to complete the order. So that is something to think about on, and especially, and I guess I really should have taken that into consideration with it being Super Bowl Sunday. But I guess I was just trying to, you know, remain positive and hope that maybe I could get 2 in a row to where I wasn't going to have any excessive wait time from that restaurant. But not so much. And actually, there is that other issue about, in reference to how the apps, you know, so, I mean, I'm a multi-apper. You know, I have 5 apps going on at the same time. And if I see the opportunity with 2 different apps, you know, to stack an offer because it works with where I'm going, you know, where the pickup is, where the drop-off is, whatever the reason may be, I'll stack it. But when it comes to the apps themselves, when they're stacking, I think for the most part, that's a dirty stack, because, you know, you end up looking at it after you complete the order on, and some of the apps will actually show, you know, who tipped what. And 9 times out of 10, you'll see that one customer had the bulk of the tip while the other customer was really low or no tip. So, I mean, I consider that to be dirty stacking. I mean, what do you think? Especially if you're a multi-apper and you see how often these apps will send out a single offer, it goes away, then it comes back, but it's been paired with another offer. But despite it being, to pick up to drop off, it looks enticing. The miles aren't bad, and the pay, it's anywhere from $1.75 to $2. So you're like, yeah, I'll take it. And then after you make the drop off, come to find out, it was who they paired it with. One customer was taking the bulk of making that offer look enticing or worth taking. So kudos and thank you so much to those customers who do that, who make gig drivers like myself and so many out there, feel like they are being, or we are being appreciated. That you understand that, how hard we're working, especially as a personal shopper for Instacart, Shipt, or any of the other apps where you're actually shopping for items. That right there takes time. Thank you so much for those out there. If you're not a gig driver but you're a customer and you use these apps, and you do pay these drivers, worthwhile money. Thank you so much for doing that. So just remember, if this is a line of work that you're looking into getting to, just keep that in mind. And as a customer, restaurants, they tend to, have a higher wait time. Or with the apps where, you're given one order, it goes away, comes back, and it paired with another order. Just keep that in mind that, that those are the things you're going to have to deal with. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you haven't already done so, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you know when I'm dropping more videos. But as I always say, which is also very important, please stay safe out there. Let's get out there and make that money, but make sure we make it home safely. And again, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, adios for now.